During their visit to New York City for a special address at the United Nations, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry were observed closely. Meghan watched proudly as Harry, a father of two, delivered a solemn lecture on the state of the world, covering topics ranging from the Ukraine war to climate change and COVID-19, in honor of Nelson Mandela International Day. However, there was a significant incident that took place during their stay in New York, a heated argument that was overheard at their hotel. Recalling the event, it was the moment when Harry gave his speech to a sparsely attended audience of 30 people at the United Nations. Interestingly, the other 1,000 seats were left completely empty. Upon their arrival, Meghan showed her support by placing a reassuring hand on the small of Harry's back, guiding him forward while warmly smiling at the assembled guests. However, Meghan had wanted to join Harry on stage, possibly even speaking and introducing him. Harry declined her request, leading to a heated argument overheard by others. In the midst of the argument, Harry reportedly exclaimed, "Why can I never please you?" I remember witnessing Harry's agitation and anger during that event. He seemed visibly distracted from the speech, frequently pulling his hand away from Meghan's grasp. She appeared unusually tense and continually sought physical contact with him. This was the same occasion where she insisted on holding his hand, only for him to pull away, resulting in her clawing at his hand and arm. Their body language spoke volumes. Harry appeared visibly irritated, while Meghan wore a particularly displeased expression. Contrasting with his confident delivery, body language expert Judy James observed that Harry was wrestling with intense emotions beneath the surface. According to James, his style of delivery was more presidential than princely at the United Nations. Harry spoke in a somber, slow, and authoritative manner, positioning himself as an expert on the topics discussed. He didn't shy away from taking a candid approach, even when discussing Nelson Mandela himself. However, Harry's underlying body language suggested high levels of tension and anxiety beneath the facade of confidence. Both Harry and his father, Prince Charles, employ barrier rituals as a means of self-soothing during public events. These rituals were evident in Harry's behavior at the United Nations. He displayed an extensive self-comforting barrier ritual, including a truncated gesture of buttoning his jacket. This behavior continued even after he stepped on stage and walked to the lectern. Such gestures are more about seeking self-comfort than the actions themselves. Prince Charles, on the other hand, pats his pockets, fiddles with his cuffs, while Harry pretends to button his jacket, fiddles with his tie, and pats his stomach. These actions allow them to create a protective barrier by raising their hands and arms in front of their torsos, signaling nervousness. The raw footage of Prince Harry's emotional outburst at Meghan behind her UN speech in New York sheds light on the underlying tensions and frustrations within their relationship. Despite his confident public persona, Harry's body language and heated argument with Meghan reveal a complex emotional struggle beneath the surface.